Hey everyone, Ant514 here. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. And today I take a look at my Digibook collection. And if you don't know what Digibooks are, why are you here? They're different than Steelbooks, which what's the type of Steelbook? Yeah, which are this. Digibooks are actually books. They're Blu-rays. But if you're seeing Steel, I bet you already know that. So I take a look at my Digibook collection, which is standing right here in front of you. So without further ado, I guess let's just get started. First up I have here is the Jazz Singer, which I believe is the very first sound movie. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. It's one of the first. That's all I know for sure. With Al Jolson, it's a 3-disc Digibook set, so it's pretty thick compared to even the two-disc Digibooks. So this is a two-disc one here, which we'll get to that in a little bit. But it's 3 discs. You have the Blu-ray, and then you have 2 DVDs, disc 2 DVD, which I believe is the film on DVD, and then disc 3, which is another DVD that I believe includes special features. But yeah, here you go. Here's a little look. Let me take the disc out. See at the back, it's just a red curtain. Let me show you some of it. I love Digibooks. I have a lot here, as you can clearly see. I find it very interesting. There's a little disclaimer at the beginning because this movie, although being the first sound film, is actually very controversial. The main actor does blackface, which you'll see as it shows on the pages. Yes, this is a fairly long Digibook too, actually. Usually they are very brief. So Al Jolson, star. And it comes with a old reproduction of the program, which is also pretty nice. So this is actually a really nice Digibook, really nice with the set and stuff. Really cool set, actually. I would highly recommend getting this if you're into classic films or anything like that. I recommend, yeah, there's a picture. It's the disclaimer at the beginning of the Digibook mentions this. It was made in 1927. So here we go. Let me get the DVD out. Which I can't, but oh well. Anyway, Jazz Singer, nice one. Next up, we have Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet. This is a 1-disc Digibook, which, as you can clearly see, is much different than the 3-disc. It's very thin. But yeah, this is Hamlet, Kenneth Branagh. I have seen parts of this movie. It is pretty decent. It's very long, though. If you're not really into Shakespeare, I definitely don't recommend watching it. If you have, it is very well made. So the cast. Julie Christie, Kenneth Branagh, Skolmax, the disc, which I will now remove. There we go, nothing in the back. But yeah, so Hamlet, decent film. Next up, this is really one of my favorite movies, The Shawshank Redemption. I actually saw it for the first time on Blu-ray through the set. Great movie, just... honestly, I don't know what I can say this with hasn't been said. It's just perfectly made. The acting is great. Frank Darabont did a great job. It's actually, I'm upset he doesn't do more, honestly. It's a cover, it's a painting. It's really awesome. I don't know what to say this movie. If you haven't seen Shawshank Redemption, please go see Shawshank Redemption. It's great. There's the prison. Based on a Stephen King story, too, which some people, I think, especially me when I first saw it, did not expect. There's Frank Darabont, the director, the actors. Goes through Tim Robbins, Morgan Freeman, who's also great in this. Anyway, be an excellent set. Like I said, it's 1 disc. Awesome. Here's the disc. Definitely check out this movie. There's a standard version, but I highly recommend getting the Digibook. It just, honestly, it complements the film so well. Love this movie. Please, if you haven't seen it, please check it out. Okay, next one, E.T. This was the Best Buy exclusive Digibook that came out in around 2012, I think. Yeah, 2012. Reached for Universal's 100th anniversary, which was also E.T.'s 30th. Very glossy digibook. This is what I love. And one thing about the Universal digibooks is that it actually includes the back as like a permanent side. Like a lot of these digibooks, if you notice, the back does not include any of like the information, like bonus features or anything like that. It's like a paper sleeve that you remove. On the Universal digibooks, which we'll see this with another one, they actually have it on the back, which I love that they do that. It just honestly makes more sense. All right, so here's E.T. This picture, here's the first disc. This is the movie on Blu-ray. The background. You've seen E.T., you'll know all these scenes. This is actually one of my personal favorite digibooks in my collection. It's very informative. Has something by Drew Barrymore in the beginning. Pictures from the set. This is actually a really, really in-depth digibook, which is what I love about this one. Steven Spielberg. I'm a general sucker for Steven Spielberg movies. I'm just gonna say right now, anything he directs, even if it's terrible, I'm a sucker for Spielberg. Voice of E.T. There's something here about that. This digibook actually really does go in depth about E.T. If you're a big fan of this movie, this digibook's hard to find nowadays. But I highly recommend that. All right, hold on. Let me get the DVD of E.T. and then more background. Yeah, I highly recommend, if you are a fan of this movie and you don't own this set, I highly recommend tracking down the set. I really do. It's not hard to, I think after like 2012, it's been hard to come by. It definitely was made in limited quantities. But really though, if you love this movie, like really love it, track this edition down. It's great. Next up is JFK, which the Assassination 50th Anniversary Edition came out, so this one I got before. I got that version, but yeah, it's a decent digibook. Honestly, though, if you're gonna get JFK, and if you love this movie, like I said, like, deeply love it, I highly recommend getting the 50th Anniversary Edition, which it was for the assassination, not for the film itself. It's not 50, it's only 25 years old. Honestly, I may go over my JFK set one day, so I'm not going to go too in-depth in this one. But anyway, here's the disc, and the background is the same as the original front one. Anyway, okay. 300, The Complete Experience. This is the definitive version of 300, again, on Blu-ray. It is the, not just because it's a digibook. Anyway, here's something. 300 is one of the absolute craziest movies I've ever seen. And I mean that in a good and a bad way. If you've seen it, you probably know what I'm talking about, but if you haven't seen it, what are you doing? Because it definitely is a normal experience. Let me show you. Yeah, it's like, this is one of the only digibooks that comes with it. It tells you how to use the Blu-ray, which this was actually like one of the first Blu-rays too, so I guess that's why they did that. But, yeah. Frank Miller, the comic, scene from the comic that was based on. Some comparisons. This is a nice digibook, just for that reason. It shows a lot of the effects and stuff. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get some good things in here. There we go. But yeah, it's a really good digibook. Like I said, if you love this movie, this is the definitive version to get. It just is. Here we go. I'll show you the disc. And it's different. This doesn't come in a standalone version. This only comes in a digibook. So, again, 300, The Complete Experience. Check it out. Next up, West Side Story. I actually haven't seen this. I've seen a little bit of the film, but I actually have not really seen it. This is the Target exclusive Digibook edition. This was out like a long time ago. The 50th Anniversary Edition. This was a Target exclusive, so this is really hard to come by nowadays. But yeah, West Side Story. This is it. This is actually another three disc one, although it's not as thick, and I'll show you why in a sec. Anyway, here's the first disc, which is like in this weird, which I'll show you in a sec. Here's the disc, and it's like in this weird sleeve. It's not like the plastic digi thing. It's really weird, actually. I always kind of wonder if the disc gets scratched from being in there, but oh well. Still plays, I think. Anyway, here's the book itself. This is actually hard to flip through. Yeah. West Side Story. If you're a big fan of film musicals, you've probably seen this. I don't have to recommend it to you. This is a good edition. The problem is, I believe this is probably out of print. It was a Target exclusive. Anyway, here's some more images. Anyway, like I said, it was 3 discs. And it like folds out and stuff. This is actually the back, which I'll show in a sec. But yeah, those are the 2 remaining discs, special features, and then the film on DVD. And this was the back that came with it. This is what I'm talking about. Again, if you haven't, by any chance, don't own Digibooks, this is what I'm talking about. This will go on the back. There was actually, I decided to keep this one here. Alright, so anyway, we still have a lot more to go, so please join back for part 2. I will see you soon.